Sources of heat. There are many sources of heat energy. The sun. The sun is a part of our solar system. Thus, it is a natural source of heat energy. Sunlight is important for the existence of all living organisms on the planet. This form of heat energy is also called solar energy. The heat energy that is obtained from the earth is called geothermal energy. Sustainable and clean geothermal energy are found in the hot water and rocks present in the shallow ground. It is also found in the molten rocks available in the extreme depths of the earth. Burning fuels. Heat energy can be generated by the burning of fuels. Fuel can be defined as any combustible substance that can burn and provide energy. A few examples of fuels are wood, kerosene, coal, charcoal, gasoline, petrol, and oil. Electricity. Electricity is a form of energy that can be converted into heat energy. Thus, it's considered a source. For example, the iron that is used in a domestic household uses electrical energy to generate heat. Now, how do we keep warm in an Arctic winter? Food are the sources of heat for our body. The food we eat helps to fuel our body's furnace. People in cold climates eat about twice as many calories as those in warm climates. We feel cold when we lose more heat than our body can produce. To stay warm, we must reduce the flow of heat away from our body. Blankets, coats, and houses are ways that we reduce heat transfer from conduction, convection, and radiation from us to the outdoors. Evaporation is another way that we lose heat. Conduction. Conduction is when materials are in physical contact and kinetic energy is transferred through collisions of their particles, according to the kinetic theory of matter. Convection. Convection is the movement of thermal energy from one area to another in a liquid or gas. Radiation. Radiation is when warm or hot matter emits electromagnetic radiation, especially infrared, that is then absorbed by an object at a distance. The absorption heats the second object. Everyday examples of heat energy. The biggest example of heat energy in our solar system is the sun itself. The sun radiates heat to warm us up. When the burner of a stovetop is very hot, it is a source of heat energy. Anything placed onto the stovetop and warmed up, whether a pot of tea or a skillet for frying eggs, also becomes a source of heat energy. Automobile fuels such as petrol, diesel, etc. are sources of heat energy. So is the hot engine of a racer car or a school bus. A toaster is turned on and turns a piece of bread into a piece of toast. This is due to the radiated heat energy of the toast, which draws moisture from the bread and makes it crispy. A hot cup of steaming cocoa contains heat energy. Any fire, from the smallest match to the biggest forest fire ever, contains heat energy, with even the smallest of fires potentially resulting in the massive amount of heat energy seen in a huge blaze. Hypothermia is what happens when our body temperature drops because the heat outflow from our body is more than the body can replace. Hypothermia makes people dizzy and confused and can turn their skin blue and can be fatal. Frostbite is when some part of the body, like the finger, freezes because the body stops circulating blood to that area in order to conserve warmth. Warm clothing has changed over time. Native people wore animal skins like seal, caribou, polar bear, wolf, and fox to stay warm. Animal skins keep people warm because the fur traps air, and air is a good insulator. A goose down jacket keeps you very warm because the feathers trap air. Animals also need to stay warm in polar environments. Marine mammals and penguins have a layer of fat or blubber under the skin that provides insulation. The hair in a polar bear's fur is actually hollow, providing additional insulation. Birds, like snowy owls, have two layers of feathers. These adaptations enable survival in the harsh environments of the Arctic and the Antarctic regions. When ice is placed into a glass of water, the heat energy from the water eventually melts the ice, meaning the water itself is a source of heat energy. A radiator or heating system in a home provides radiant heat energy to warm a house during those long cold winter months.